Thailand has changed their immigration process starting May 1st, 2025. So to start this off, we need to talk about what's going on. So to fly out to Thailand, usually just land, get a VOA, do your thing, have a day. But they've decided to take the route of Singapore, where you fill out a digital passport online before you actually land in the country. So who actually has to apply for this digital arrival card? If you are not a Thai citizen, you need to apply for this. So if you're a tourist, visa exempt, multi-entry, any types of visas, if you're coming back through on a retirement setup, if you have an elite visa or a DTV, you have to have this filled out before you come back in. Now, there is an exception to this. If you are a diplomat or a diplomat passport holder, you do not have to go through this process. Near the end of this video, I'm going to walk you through how to actually do it, so stay tuned. When you do this form, how you do this form is not like Singapore. You need to do this 3 days prior from landing in Thailand. So if you're going to be here on May 5th, you need to start doing this by May 2nd. And in that time window, you will get approved, you'll get access to it. So when you land, you show it to them, they see it on their computer, everybody's happy. Now, when it comes to the form, let's look at what you actually need to fill out. If you've done before the Vietnam e-visa or you've done the Singapore online process, a lot of this is going to be pretty familiar. There's nothing too special, nothing too annoying with it. So you're going to want to go to the website. I'm going to leave a link in the description. So once you get into the website, you're going to have your four options. All passengers must complete the Thailand digital arrival card. If an alien stays in the kingdom longer than 90 days, he or she must notify in writing the nearest immigration office concerning place of stay as soon as possible upon expiration of 90 days, and required to do so every 90 days. So every 3 months, you're going to need to go to the immigration office and be like, yo, I'm staying here because of this reason. Aliens are not allowed to work unless they are granted work permits. This aliens doesn't mean the guy from Uranus. If you're out here on a DTV, an elite visa, or a tourist visa, which is the same thing pretty much, you cannot be working. Foreigners are required to submit their arrival card information 3 days in advance of their arrival dates in Thailand. So if you've already filled it out, go up to update. It's that simple. But if this is the first time, click on the arrival. Let's jump on into the form and let's look at the basic information. Everything is pretty straightforward. You're going to be having your first name, your family name. So your last name, your first name, your passport information. Your middle name is optional. Some of us don't have them. Just simply David Rock. Anything with an asterisk you'll need, though. Your nationality, so wherever you're from. Now, I know a lot of you guys that watch my video, you have multiple citizenships. The passport you're going to be showing the Thailand Immigration Office is the one that you should be filling out here. So pick whatever that is, Afghan apparently. And then obviously your date of birth, your occupation, your gender. I'm not sure what undefined is, but put your gender. Now, the visa number won't matter unless you've already applied for the visa. That's why it's not required. So if you already have a pre-approved tourist or work visa, put all the information in there. And then your residence, where you're living in the city and state, and your home phone number. And if you have a Thai number, that is perfectly fine to use. Once you finish the personal information, we're going to want to jump over to the trip accommodation information. This is where we're going to be putting your information that you normally would be giving to the immigration office at the airport itself. Here, you're going to be doing it ahead of time. So your arrival date, country that you boarded from, your purpose of travel. This is kind of a different one. Now, if you're coming here on a tourist visa, just use a holiday. That's perfectly fine. I've done some research on this and I've found nothing else that it could be. Your meetings, your sports, business, medical, education, convenience, employment, other. And then I'm assuming other is if you're going to be doing retirement. So if you are on a legal retirement visa, you're going to be doing this, just use other. And then how you actually get here, your mode of transportation. We're using a private plane because we ballers. Put your flight number and your departure information. When are you going to actually be leaving Thailand? And we're going to be leaving by flight. We're going to be taking a commercial flight, taking the opposite flight. And once you get there, you get down to the accommodation. You're going to have to enter your accommodation. Now, I'm a transit passenger. I don't stay in Thailand. You're not going to have to fill this form out if you're going through Thailand as a layover terminal. You're not going through immigration. You're not going to be passing through the immigration. So you don't need this information. So there's no reason to click this because you don't have to fill the form out. But because you are, you're going to be filling this guy out. So the type of accommodation is going to be where you're actually staying. The hostel name, the address, and stuff like that. This is only required for the first day you get here. If you plan on being out here for 2 months and traveling around Thailand in different cities, don't worry about it. Just put in where you're going to be staying the first night you land in Thailand. That's what they're looking for. So you're going to want to select a hotel, a hostel, guest house, friend's house, whatever you're doing. Let's just say we're going to go to a hotel. The province is going to be Chamburi. That's my favorite spot, so we will put that in there. Chamburi. And the district, I don't remember the district names. We're going to say Cochan because that sounds cool. And the sub district is Cochan, of course. And then we're going to put the address. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And once you get all this filled out, your arrival, when you're leaving, and where you're staying, go ahead and hit the next button. From here, you're going to want to do a health declaration. This is where they're going to want to make sure you have certain vaccines. So if you put the United States of America, you should see no issues. I know for sure, being an American, if you go through the Republic of Congo, they're going to want a vaccination. So if you've been there, I believe it's up to like 12 hours or longer. And the last 2 weeks, you're going to want to fill this out. So they're going to want to make sure you have a yellow fever vaccination. Yes, your certification. When did you get it? We got it back here, and then you update. It is optional, but if you did actually get the vaccination, you probably want to update it. And then you have a little small survey. Once you get that done, go to preview, submit. Then you will get an email within 3 days letting you know that everything was okay. Life is good. So hopefully this gives you a good insight on what's expected to fly out to Thailand. Again, May 1st, 2025, this is required. The moment this video was uploaded, it was already a law. So make sure you fill this out. If you don't do it before you get there, I don't know what happens. But if it's anything like Vietnam treats people when it comes to not having your VOA, they're either going to bribe you for money or they're going to tell you to go back home. So make sure you get it filled. So if you have any other questions about this, leave your comments below. If you want to see what Thailand is like, definitely check out my travel vlog in Thailand and different parts of. We did the PP Island to Krabi Island to Bangkok to Chiang Mai. Check those videos out. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. I will see you again.